everybody, it's a week in review.
Every day we do calendar time. And it's February. F-E-B-R-U-A-R-Y. February is the second month.
This week at Fairview Middle School, we've had Kindness Week. We have given students and teachers treats, and we have made sure that everybody knows they're appreciated.
National Art Honor Society collaborated with the Centennial Gives Back Club to create murals in the bathrooms.
I'm Weston from Allendale. That's the joke of the day. What do you call two birds in love?
Sweethearts! This week at Hunter's Bend, we're learning how to skate. First, we learned how to put on our skates properly. Then, we learned how to skate in a V shape. After that, we learned how to fall safely so we don't get hurt. Skating is so much fun.
This week in English, we're doing peer editing musical chairs. When the music plays, you get up, and when the music stops, you find a paper to edit, and you sit down and edit that paper.
Tonight is a science fair. My project is about why doesn't ocean water freeze? It is also STEAM night. You can play the cakewalk and Jeopardy.
For the past few weeks, we've been learning about World War II and the start of World War II and how it was started and Pearl Harbor and all of that and how sad it was.
We're doing a pendulum experiment. We're using the string and the paper clip and the washer to be our pendulum, and we're testing how long it can swing.
Today in history class, we made Shark Tank, also known as Show You Tank projects.
We had to present them in front of the class and a bunch of judges and tell them what it was all about and what they were supposed to do.
We are representing Sunset Elementary.
Today we are interviewing for this town jobs.
I'm interviewing for the town treasurer, which is also the CFO of City Hall.
And I'm interviewing for the mayor or the CEO of City Hall.
This week at Renaissance, we had rehearsals for The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which will be showing on February 28th, 29th, and March 1st.
We're in first grade and we're learning about how long it takes to make ice melt with only your hands. This week we were doing poetry. We made poetry books and we made illustrations.
This year we celebrated Black History Month with our 5th annual assembly. We were honored to have Dr. Kelby House Gardner with the Equity Alliance as our guest speaker, who spoke on the national theme, African Americans and the Vote.
Today we're practicing in digital arts, shooting different depths of fields. Like we're using these cameras behind us to change the aperture, ISO, and the shutter speed to get the perfect photo we want.
This week in art we're learning how to sew. And first we got to choose our base of how we want the sew to look like, and then we went to go choose a color of string.
Today, 3rd grade is at the Tennessee State Museum to learn about history.
Today we learned how to do volleyball and hit the ball and serve the ball.
Today in Miss Cross's class, we are doing a station activity about when Andrew Jackson was having the Native American removal.
We're learning about penguins, and we're learning, and our classroom is turned into Antarctica, and we're doing ice fishing.
Right now, my classes are learning HTML basics, which is just the beginner of web development, and so they are learning how to design their very own website.
Today we're having the first grade music paper, and we're gonna sing about weather. Someday it may be sunny, someday it may be warm.
Hi, I'm Dr. Giles. Today we are fixing up Mr. Hurts-a-Lot. We are creating contractions with his bones.
We are doing a Greece Olympic tournament, and I just did the paper throwing contest.
Hi, I'm at Nolensville High School in art class, and we have a professional artist from Texas showing us how to sculpt faces.
Hi, I'm Meredith, a 5th grader at Winstead, and today we're launching rockets.
We played Pick Up the Pieces.
We've been working on it for a month.
And during the jazz band concert, it's going to be sometime during May, we were going to be playing Pick Up the Pieces.
It's good inside at Westwood!
This week in science, we did a biome sorting activity, and it was really fun. We sorted the biomes according to the plant adaptations animal adaptations, and characteristics.
I planned the materials for the egg drop. I used a milk carton, 4 cushy pads, and a sponge. And then we put the fuzzy pads on the bottom, then the egg on the top of the fuzzy pads, and then the sponge on the very top.
I dropped the egg and it didn't break.
Today at Longview and PE, we are going to be playing Kasagi. It is a game where you hit the ball after it hits the ground.
Welcome to Bring Your Tractor Day from HIFFA.
This weekend in the library we did a restaurant, and there was a menu, and we had an appetizer, soup, salad, entree, and dessert, and it gave us a chance to view different genres and authors.
Today we made houses out of gumdrops, and we made sure that the bad wolf could not knock the houses down.
In music class, we learned about famous sculptures around the world, and then we sang a song and marched to the beat and found partners, and we made a creative sculpture together.
Today in PE, our coaches have brought in a mini golf course to help work on our hand-eye coordination and finesse.
At Ravenwood High School, they had a male pageant show which raised money for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Hi guys, we're here to talk about some very famous presidents. My name is Abraham Lincoln and I am the 16th president. My name is George Washington. I was the very first president.
Today in gym class, we were playing multiplication game with those 5 stacks of hula hoops, and we had to roll a dice. We had to roll 2 dice, multiply those numbers together, and the winner gets to move on.
We are members of Mr. Kedai's Coding 1 class, and today we programmed our robot to trace the Brentwood Road logo.
Today is Idiom Day at Thompson Station Elementary. I'm Smart Cookie.
We're birds of a feather.
I'm Cowboy Up.
It was a great week. Thanks for watching.